The company started actually as an external communications agency and consulting company, working mostly at the beginning for cultural institutions and for the cultural world. And for many years, the cultural world was the main focus of the company. So basically, we became probably the most recognized agency working for cultural customers from the cultural world. Museums, music festivals, theater festivals, dance festivals, stuff like that. So for a while that was the main focus, which allowed the company to acquire a lot of know-how in the area of the different types of arts and culture, which was very good. This is something good, not only for the cultural customers, but also for corporate customers. One of our values, we say we are humanistas y tecnológicos, no? And actually our slogan is, we try to humanize companies through communication. We believe communication can make us more human when you talk about communication person to person. So one of the key values we have is this human aspect of looking at communication from a very human perspective, not just from a very kind of brand marketing perspective, but from a very human perspective. At the end of the day, whether you do external communication or internal communication, you're communicating to people. So all these technologies that allow you to do a virtual event. So that's a big challenge, to adapt to that. Probably physical events will come back, but still all this digital stuff is going to move forward. So one of the big challenges is to be more digital, definitely, and in the area of events especially. Being more digital as an agency, and especially in the area of events, is one of the challenges that COVID has accelerated. I think the challenge was there, but it wasn't as fast as the one it is now. So the other challenge is, well, this is a crisis. We have to deal with the crisis. We have to survive the crisis. We have to learn what we can from the crisis. We have to maybe change some things, but we cannot lose, the vision of what we were trying to achieve, which is still valid. It's very hectic because it's always involved in 3-4 projects, different types of projects. And we always try to get them to be very horizontal, to look at different, even if they were more specific in one area, that they get the possibility to look at other areas and to experience other areas. They used to work for us part-time, half of the day, and either the mornings or the afternoons. And we had normally interns in all the areas of the house. So we had interns for the PR area, we had interns for the consulting and internal communications area, and we had interns for the events area. And we also normally had interns in the area of design or this kind of more internal area, dealing with our own things. And we were preparing a very important pitch. At that time she was here, huge pitch, which we won, gladly. But it's a lot of work, a lot of stress, and she kind of lived it. She helped us in a couple of things, but still she was like physically present, and she could see, the stress. And I think it was a good learning experience for her in that respect. There were a few days, there was a lot of tension there were a lot of things happening. And for a person that young, I think it's interesting to see from inside. It's like if you were probably, learning how to be a doctor and you go to a hospital, to the emergency room. It's definitely what you see there is definitely an experience. But we're very happy both with Gabriel and with Monty. I think if we can, we will continue to work with you guys. So I think this communication definitely requires that you really like communication. That you really like the whole people thing, that you really like writing, telling stories, telling your message. You do have to. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a career you just study because you just study. I don't know what to do. I'm going to do communications or PR or stuff like that. I don't think that works very much here. I think all people here that you see, they're really passionate about communicating. Whether if it's external communication or internal communication, it doesn't matter. But you do have to passionately like it.